Behind the house, between the 10th and 9th entrance, a shell flew into. There is a kindergarten. It flew into the garden. We've been living in the basement for a month, without light, without water, without gas.
Olena shows the consequences of the actions of the Russian troops. The woman has been living in the basement for the third week. Her apartment in high-rise buildings has long stood without glass.
2 shells fell there. The shockwave blew out the windows and doors. We can't live here. We have elderly parents. And where? They can take us for free, and then where can we go? We have to rent an apartment. We don't have any money.
Here, in the basement of the residential house, Marina lives with her husband and 12-year-old son.
It's just our own basement. We have a relative living on the 2nd floor. That's why we settled here. It's more or less safe here. I brought potatoes yesterday. Today we have stewed potatoes. We are supplied with chickens and we need to quickly do something with them because the frost subsided and we quickly processed them. Either potatoes or chicken soup. Thank God the military let me in. I brought a bucket and a half of potatoes. We have where to go, but we do not want to. We are needed here. Our parents are here. Our grandmother is here. Grandma walks 3 meters per hour. We won't abandon her.
I dreamed that the war would end and I would open my own computer club and would like to do mining. Of course, and at the same time I would like to do programming. Mining is such a thing when you set up a mining farm, a lot of computer graphics cards, and you are getting money from it. Volunteers and police officers helped the local population survive in such terrible conditions and also began to deliver food to Sievierodonetsk residents. Every day, in order of priority, targeted humanitarian aid is delivered to basements and shelters.
It is possible to buy food, however, it's scary to stay in a queue. It's dangerous to go out. It is scary in the morning and in the evening and at night. Sometimes when I fall asleep, the shell lands somewhere nearby.
For 5 weeks, Sievierodonetsk has been living in constant fear. Queues to grocery stores are constantly fired at by the occupiers. Airstrikes destroy houses. There is no gas in the city, and some areas have been cut off from absolutely all communications for several weeks.
You can't cash the money from your card. My pension came to my bank account, but I have no cash. You won't buy anything with that. What conditions do I live in? We sleep on the floor in the hallway with our granddaughter. There is nowhere to run. Is it scary? Not that word, only on Valerian. How I got here, and yesterday my son's garage was here, and today it hit the balcony.
Yesterday, the occupiers shelled the city all day long. For the 3rd time in a week, a residential building in the center burned down. Rescuers had to extinguish 6 residential buildings and 1 store in Sievierodonetsk over the past day alone. Russian mercenaries deliberately fire at peaceful infrastructure, preventing rescuers from starting to quickly put out fires and continuing to destroy the regional center. People are forced to live in basements in constant fear. Reported by Pavlo Shtermach, Anastasia Volkova, UATV News.